Hey guys, Happy New Year! And as you can see from the title, I pretty much thought and with this new year and starting off completely fresh and hopefully with pretty much me a little more optimistic, shall we say, a little more optimistic and with a fresher view of this year, hopefully, let's say. Um, as you can tell from the title, this is going to be me just kind of giving you guys a video of all the things I'm going to be watching and possibly reviewing this year. So, with that said, let's just get into it. And to start off, I'm gonna let's start off with the first and obvious one, My Hero Academia season 5. Obviously, you pretty much all know I've pretty much reviewed the series from season 2 up to season 4 now. So yeah, it's pretty obvious. I'm gonna be reviewing that one. Like it was a no brainer. I'm gonna be reviewing that one. And honestly, I don't think it's gonna be in this season, but I think next season I can tell you this much. I'm pretty sure that the series is gonna have to change its title from My Hero Academia from My Hero Academia to My Villain Academia. Just saying. But anyway, moving on. And yeah, moving on from My Hero Academia season 5, we have Doctor Stone Stone Wars, another one I'm going to be watching. And I think this one is going to go in the watch category, honestly, because obviously for those who pretty much saw my pretty much list of the 12 days of anime I did in 2019, you'll pretty much know that I've been watching Doctor Stone, but I watched Doctor Stone, but the first season, but I didn't review it. And honestly, it's Doctor Stone is one of those series for me that it's kind of just a very casual series I can just watch. I can watch and enjoy. I don't feel like it's one of those series where it is epic. It's grand and all that shit, but I didn't feel compelled in order to review it. So yeah, I think Doctor Stone Stone Wars. I love the series, but I'm gonna be putting it in the watch category for this one. But moving on from that. But moving on from Doctor Stone Stone Wars and the other one to pay that I'm going to be paying attention to, well, all pretty much assuming that the series airs as planned and there's not going to be any not going to be backlogs or or hiatuses for it, is the Shaman King reboot. And I think this is one I'm going to be reviewing because because I have been reading the manga recently, and I think this is one who pretty much someone as who spent a lot of his childhood like from watching Shaman King on like Foxbox and all that. I think I've got a bit of an I think there's a few things I can definitely talk about with the pretty much reboot. So with the reboot in term compared to the old one. So you know what? I think I'm gonna take the old reviewer swing at the Shaman King reboot, again, assuming it airs this year. But so yeah, so yeah, right now, and yeah, the more I talk about it, the more I definitely am going to review it. So yeah, just pretty much keep an eye on the channel on the channel for my pretty much review of this series. But yeah, moving on. So going from Shaman King, let's talk about the Promised Neverland season 2. And people who've been on my channel for the longest time will know that way back when I definitely reviewed season 1. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what it was, but by the time I pretty much reached had reached the like final episode of season 1, and I was done reviewing it. Don't ask me why. I can't explain it. I guess it might have been one of those things where I wasn't as passionate as about the series as I had initially thought, but but for some reason, around the time that I had finished reviewing Neverland, I felt a little drained as a reviewer. Like I don't know what. don't ask me why, but pro, the, for, it was around the time of finishing Promised Neverland where I felt a little drained. So yeah, I think even though I reviewed season one, I think I'm gonna opt out of out of reviewing season two. I am gonna I'm gonna watch it, mind you, but I think I'm gonna largely opt out of it. I pretty much might do a little bit of I think what I might do is, even though I probably won't review the entire series, I might do a little bit of a first thoughts video on how it ends. I don't think it's actually gonna. I don't know if season two is gonna be the end of the series as a whole, but I think what I might do from here on is, assuming that there's gonna be season three. I might wait until season three and pretty much do a pretty much thoughts video on the end of this, on how the series ended, because I do have some thoughts on that one for sure. But yeah, so just Promised Neverland, it is on my watch list. I don't think I'm gonna review it though. Now, I guess transitioning from one pretty much set of demons to another, let's talk Chainsaw Man. And pretty much before I pretty much even get into whether or not I'm going to review or just watch the series, I want to address the whole thing, the whole pretty much concern that people seem to have about Mappa overworking themselves. Honestly, like first off, I don't think we can. I don't think it's. I don't think we should really expect Chainsaw Man anytime soon. Honestly, like I think I'm kind of with a lot of people when they pretty much say that Chainsaw Man is going to be like at least a pretty much winter release, and because of that, honestly, like I don't think, and because of that alone, I don't think we really have anything to worry about. If I'm being frank, like if you really if I don't think we have to worry about map overexerting themselves because of that. Because if you think about it, I think we can pretty much assume that Attack on Titan is, between Attack on Titan and Jujutsu Kaisen. Attack on Titan is going to be the major series that the map is currently adapting. That's going to finish first. And once Attack on Titan finishes, that's just going to open up Mappa to much a lot more time and resources in order to spend on. So yeah, I don't think Jujutsu Kaisen is gonna be as, I don't think we have to worry too much about Jujutsu Kaisen or about Chainsaw Man's adaptation. I think it's relatively in pretty good hands, I'd say. Like as like I said, as long as they have a winter schedule, I think it's going to be fine. I think like Attack on Titan. Once Attack on Titan finishes, there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff. There's going to be a whole bunch of like resources and time opened up for Mappa, and I think that's one of the things that is going to make the adaptation great. If anything, I think the only concern I have with Chainsaw Man's adaptation is that it's a very bloody series. So like, is Mappa really gonna go this fucking? Is Mappa like really willing to go as bloody as Chainsaw Man is? Like, it's gonna be interesting to see in that respect. Now, as far as whether or not I'll be watching or reviewing it, I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Like, I've been reading the manga and I've read the manga and I really enjoyed it. I'm just I'm weighing my options right now as to whether or not I'm gonna review it. I'm curious. I've got my curiosity peaked on reviewing it, but I'm not entirely sure. So I'm kind of playing the waiting game right now. And like I said, with the possible winter release, I think I've got a lot of time to think about it. But yeah, Chainsaw Man. I'm putting it on the table at least. Let's put it that way. And finishing off this video, the final thing I'll be telling you guys that I'll be watching, that I'll be watching, definitely not reviewing but watching, is, and this is going to sound like a really odd one, which the final thing I'm going to be watching is So I'm a Spider. So what? Yeah, I know. I know that this one feels like a more out of nowhere. Wait, you're going to be watching this thing? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This anime, it feels like the most, what's the way to put it? it feels like the most weirdly nonsensical but out of the box isekai anime I've ever seen. Like it feels, I don't know what it is, but there's something about that trailer that just said this feels more oddly unique compared to most other isekai I've watched, even ReZero, which I really love. But yeah, so again, I'm not going to be reviewing this one, but I'm definitely going to be watching this one. I don't know what it is, but there's something about this series that just from the trailer, I got drawn into it. I can't explain why, but yeah. Um, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much all the anime I'll be watching or and reviewing this year. Just pretty much tell me in the comments below what do you think? What do you think I should? If just tell me what you guys are looking forward to me like possibly reviewing, or yeah, just just tell me what you guys think of this. But Death Knight of Anime. Aside from that, Death Knight of Anime. Signing off. Later, guys.